Excuse me, sir. I would like to request another season of my favorite animated show.
Unfortunately, we decided to cancel it due to budget cuts.
What? But you're $1 billion company.
Sorry, we don't care for animation if it's not Boss Baby or Big Mouth.
But I'm trying to be a good paying customer. Why not give your money from your customers to the animators?
We find all the animators.
You have plenty of money in stocks, right?
Yup,
And you need that to make shows, right?
yup.
So that means you can spend money on episodes for shows like Stranger Things, Squid Game, and The Umbrella Academy. If that's the case, you can also spend that money on your animated shows.
That makes sense to me.
Then do it.
We want our animated shows to be like Boss Baby.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, what is up, my artists? We're back with more Austin the Artist reviews, and you know, it's been a while for me. It's been about a month since I've done this. Of course, you might not think that, might not be that for you, because last week, obviously, there was a review on the Boogie documentary, but we did that all the way back in October. So, safe to say, I'm a little bit rusty at this, but I feel like I had to sit there and talk about this garbage shoot of a fucking movie that Netflix has tried to put in front of me. And again, it's always fucking Netflix. It never ends with Netflix. Why not just make something good with the money you fucking have? But I digress. We have Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 1. Fucking A Child of Fire. I hope that's how you fucking say it. I don't know. Barely any of this movie really kind of resonated with me at all, because a little backstory with this movie is that fucking Zack Snyder wanted to sit there and make a Star Wars film because he was all in his DCEU phase, and how he fucking trashed that shit. And then he sat there and decided, oh, I'm gonna pitch this Star Wars fucking script that I made, and let's just say that's what came of fucking Rebel Moon, because Disney said, fuck you. Why the fuck is... Disney knew this was going to be shit. Disney fucking knew this was going to be absolute garbage. And, you know, with Zack Snyder, I have a love-hate relationship with this fucking director, because on one hand, he made Man of Steel, which was actually kind of decent, and he made some of the decent DC movies until Batman vs. Superman, and that's when they just fucked it all to hell. Everything just got fucking destroyed there. So, and for all you people who sit there and defend Zack Snyder's Justice League, probably people, oh, release the Snyder Cut. For one, it was in fucking a different goddamn aspect ratio. It isn't even, like, Zack Snyder's Justice League isn't even in a fucking, like, 16:9 aspect ratio. It ain't even in that. It's in fucking, like, 4:8, like it's in a fucking box TV. But I digress. It's also 4 hours long, so the way, I don't even know how I even got through it, because it was so fucking bad. So Zack Snyder is just not a great director to begin with. He hasn't made anything good in the last 15 years. Like, I could not, if there was a gun pointed at my head and somebody told me, name 5 Zack Snyder films in the past 10 years that is good, that you like, I would just die. That's just the point I'm trying to make. Because Zack Snyder sucks as a filmmaker, and we shouldn't be giving him any more goddamn movies. But you know, when you fail at one area in life, Netflix is always there to pick up the fucking broken pieces and make the general audiences want to fucking die. So Netflix, the fucking creators of Big Mouth and Cuties and fucking all this fuck shit, has sat there and said, oh, Zack Snyder, we're going to give you, just like we gave Adam Sandler a multi-million-dollar contract, we're going to give you one as well. So now Zack Snyder just has free reign on Netflix to release his films whenever he wants. So we got Army of the Dead a couple years ago, which at least that had Batista, but that's all it had. That's all it had, man. In Army of the Dead, the pixels. There was dead pixels in the film. How the fuck do you make a film with dead pixels and just say it's okay to fucking put out? I don't understand. I don't understand do you just not know quality? Do you just not fucking know quality? But I digress. So now, after Army of the Dead in 2021, I believe, he has now released this failed Star Wars script turned into an original script called Rebel Moon Part 1. This isn't even just one movie. It's two. It's two. It's going to be two. And I'm probably going to have to sit there and talk about Rebel Moon Part 2 when it comes out in April. So that's just glorious. By the way, this came out on, like, a couple days before Christmas. What a fucking Christmas gift, Netflix. Why? Why would you sit there and fucking make this complete atrocity, dude? But this is a failed Star Wars script. It's so boring. And when I tell you it's dead ass boring. This is the first movie I watched this year, and I was falling a fucking sleep. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes long. This movie is 2 hours and 14 minutes of a waste of your fucking life. And it's boring, it's cliched. Legit, the fucking villains are just space Nazis. I'm not fucking joking. They're space Nazis. They legit say they're space Nazis. They're in the fucking movie. That's basically what they're fucking, just without the swastikas. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Fucking, the main character is bland as fuck. I don't even remember her name. I don't even remember the main character's name. That's supposed to be your job, movie. When you fucking introduce the main character, you are supposed to be memorable with it. You cannot sit there and introduce a main character, and then after like fucking 45 minutes of the movie, you still don't know her fucking name. Because I didn't. I still fucking don't. And I'm not going to IMDb to fucking look it up, because I don't give a fuck. Dude, this movie was so goddamn boring and long. It felt like I sat on my bed and watched this for legit 2 decades. That's how long this felt. Not every movie needs to be 2 hours long. I will stand by this. This movie did not deserve to be 2 hours long, and it certainly doesn't deserve to be a part 1 and part 2 scenario, because I don't care about the story, and I don't understand how Netflix can sit there and put Zack Snyder on fucking the payroll and make him have him release this fucking bullshit every fucking time. Netflix has gotta be the worst streaming service if they keep this shit up. Dude, Like, come on. What happened to Netflix? It used to be something, but now it's absolutely nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's been a downward spiral since Big Mouth came out. What the fuck, dude? This shit, the only way I was able to watch this shit is I watched a commentary on it by YMS. Thank God he did a commentary on it. He was as bored as me, dude. I was falling asleep. He actually sat through the whole thing. I was dozing the fuck off. Telling me this is supposed to be the new next big sci-fi franchise. This is coming from a guy that doesn't even watch Star Wars. This is coming from a guy that doesn't watch Star Wars and is not interested in Star Wars. And then he's watching a fucking goddamn like failed plot that fucking Zack Snyder tried to pitch to Disney, and he turned it into this awful sci-fi fucking mess. Dude, it was just a mess. It was a boring mess. I don't remember any of the characters. I think I remember a farmer. That's because they all just call him, oh, you're a farmer. That's all they called him. I don't remember his fucking name. I don't remember the main chick's name. I don't remember the fucking villain's name. I don't remember anything. Barely anything from this fucking film. Especially main plot points. I know at one point it's just like, for a legit 45 minutes, maybe more, it's just fucking the main chick gathering a team of people that I just do not care about. And it's just that. There's this one scene where, for some reason, they have the bad guys kill the fucking mother and father, and then they're never mentioned again. Like, it's played as this important part of the movie, but it's not important because it never gets mentioned ever again. Their names don't even get mentioned ever again. I didn't even know their names, but they still don't get fucking mentioned. There's also the fucking scene where there's this girl who is like really nice to this robot type character, and like the robot is like blushing. I don't know how that's possible, but the robot's blushing. And then fucking goddamn, the next scene, it's nighttime and she's about to get fucking sexually assaulted. And I'm sitting here like, what? Why is this a thing? Why did we need this? We already know that the fucking bad guys are space Nazis. We already know they're pieces of shit. We don't need to know, like, see a scene where they're about to sexually assault this woman. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it doesn't happen, but it's still insinuated that it's about to fucking happen. Like, there's no reason for half the shit that's in this movie. There's no reason for this movie to exist. And there's people, I am not in the minority on this for once in my life. This fucking movie, people have rated it so goddamn badly, and I agree, because it is so boring, it is so tone deaf, it is so fucking exhausting to get through. I would rather watch all of that 70s show again, and it wouldn't feel as long as this fucking film. You might be thinking, oh, Austin, you're overreacting. It's just a normal no, it is not. It's so fucking boring, dude. It's so fucking boring. And I'm not even fucking looking forward. The fucking cliffhanger they leave it on, they don't even really leave it on too much of a cliffhanger. The fucking main villain dies, spoiler alert, the main villain dies, and it turns out he's just a fucking robot type being. So he could just come back to life easily, because that's just how this world fucking works. And fucking after that, the credits roll and it's just like Rebel Moon. And I'm just like, I don't care. The score is fucking generic. The fucking cinematography is terrible. It's It's Zack Snyder to a T because the cinematography is atrocious. It's like Suicide Squad 2016 levels of bad, but 10 times worse. How is that possible? How is that possible? It's like dark and light at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but that's how it is. That's how it is. And I cannot, with a good conscience, say that this is something you should watch, because it's not. It's a waste of time. You could do anything else but fucking watch this film. You could fucking go outside. You could touch some grass like the Zack Snyder fans should do. You could fucking sit there and watch a better movie like, I don't know, fucking goddamn the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a better movie, and it's fucking 45 minutes actually less than this fucking film. You could sit there and goddamn play a video game. You could sit there and, you know, hang out with your friends. You could sit there and spend time with your families. Just don't watch this, because it's just pure shit. On that note, that's really all I had to fucking say. I just had to... This movie is the first movie I've watched, and it's set the bar so low for this year. And this technically counts for my goddamn list this year because it came out after the deadline. So the fact of the matter is, this might have to be talked about on my worst list for 2024. I don't know yet. We'll fucking see. But nonetheless, like, the fact that I saw this and I felt obligated to tell you people how fucking terrible it was is the reason that this film shouldn't fucking be seen. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's every Zack Snyder film, but 10 times worse. Like, it's just awful for no goddamn reason. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this Austintheartist review. It's a quick one, but it's something. And yeah, fucking peace.
I believe in myself. I'll defeat all my enemies. I won't give up this time. I'll take what